We think too much and feel too little.
Gus German here wants to adopt the country. Oblige him.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
What did they put in your kibble this morning?
Yo, Adrian, let me rock you.
Why do you suppose I just hurled a chair at your head, Neiman?
Why so serious?
This is the guy behind the guy behind the guy.
We're so lucky it happened. It's Minnesota sports lifer Paul on the program with us. Paulie, how you doing? Happy Good Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday. How's it going?
Oh, it's going fantastic. I want to talk about this first thing. There's plenty of sports. I get that. But I had, I want to say genius, but a revelation about you and the band, the main thing, and your big hootenanny going on like a week.
Okay.
So let's prep this. You're at, it's Hootenanny 16. I guess I missed the first 15. I'm not that plugged in. Okay. Hootenanny
not
16.
All things Hastings. Okay, fine. That's fine.
Not that I'm against it. I just haven't been a part of it yet. Now then there. On the 26th. So what is that? Week from Saturday.
Week from Saturday, 26th, the Hastings Hootenanny. Yeah.
So how describe how this works for everybody. This is not just a band thing. It's cool.
It's pretty cool. They have multiple venues in downtown Hastings, and they've got bands on different stages on the half hour. You've got, as a band, you've got 5 minutes to get on stage and set up and 25 minutes to play and then get off the stage because the next band is chomping to get on there. But you can park it in one spot and the bands come to you, which is kind of cool. And it's all really raw and kind of just out there. There's no big pretense, so plug in and play. But this is our first time at it, and I'm excited to try it out.
I did a little research, so it's one night, it's a week from Saturday in Hastings, 9 stages, over 100 bands. I mean, it's if you own a guitar, you're playing at this thing. Everybody I love that.
Yeah.
So it's free. This is another thing. I don't know how people make money. They're suggesting $20 donation. It all benefits their youth music program. So I mean, it's a good gig. How about a fun Saturday? And it starts at 5:30. So
our band is a 5:30. We start at 5:30. I think the bands start at 4 at where we're playing at the Legion. That's our venue. So we've got one slot at the Legion at 5:30. We're on stage, but don't be late because like by 6 we'll be off the stage, right? So now. How do we set the main thing above all the others, which, of course, their music and their choice of songs? Fine. You're going to hear B-52s a million times that day. Fine. I love the song. What? Don't laugh at me. I'm not lying. You're going to hear that song. Here's what I want you guys to do. And I got this idea of racing on, getting your equipment in, getting it out. I presume you guys have practiced this. I've been to you at whatever that thing was. Yeah. Nissan's.
This takes a while to set up. So I presume you've got it down like a NASCAR event. You're going to have one person run in and they're plugging the knobs in. The next person comes down, drops the jack, and then this is what I see.
Yeah.
So I want you to get the crowd favorite, Paulie. How many guys in the band?
We're a 7-piece, but we'll be 6 on Saturday the 26th.
All right, I need someone, and somebody will hook us up. I want jumpsuits. I want you to get logo jumpsuits. I want you to look like a NASCAR team racing up. People will go crazy.
Changing tires.
Yeah. Then they're going to think, oh, it's a gimmick. They're not a good band because they did this thing instead. And then you'll kill them with the songs, and you're going to walk away as the band of the night. That's what this is. And I'll put my logo on your uni. I'll do it.
Well, a couple of things come to that. First of all, I'm a great NASCAR mind. So this is right up my alley. Not. Secondly, what would really work for that is if you were a Devo tribute band, because Devo wore jumpsuits with the flower pots on their head in the 80s. So you could be Devo doing the whole NASCAR change the tire thing, grab your guitar, and boom, you're playing Whip It. I mean, that would be kind of fun.
See, I just think you do that bob and weave thing, and people laugh. You have the uniforms on. People are going to go nuts. And then all of a sudden, you're a good band, too, and you're like, oh, put my vote in. I presume they vote on stuff, right? Is this a competition?
I don't know if it's a competition. Side betting is probably not encouraged. Don't know.
Keep it under the table,
Just
people.
Come out and dance and sing along.
Go to the... So if you go to Legion 5:30, so... You're talking seeing 9 bands. You're talking there a night's entertainment and 5 or 6 different bands, and you don't have to move anywhere.
No, you don't have to move. They come to you, and no, I think it's going to be fun. I've never done it, but and we're excited to try it out. So,
What I like, it's kind of a cool format too, because if you don't like the band, hey, they're almost done. They'll be out of here in a half hour. And if you love the band, you just keep yelling, no more, trying to get.
That's right. Stick around. It's going to change. It's kind of like Minnesota weather. You don't like it? That's just stick around.
I like that. It's Hootenanny 16 at Hastings American Legion. Hastings all day long. I just love that idea. So thank you. I'm glad you talked about it. Let's talk some NBA playoffs if we can.
Yeah.
I have to watch one of the games tonight because I have to keep myself awake. These play-in games, Paul, what a waste of time. Who wants to watch Memphis and Atlanta today at prime time at 6:00? Who wants to see that game? Nobody. Not even Atlanta people.
Here's the thing. You've got the conference has 15 teams. So with the play-in, 10 of them make the playoffs. You only eliminate 5 for an 80-game regular season. I guess you're keeping people interested for a little bit longer. But...
Okay, you see, this is why you and I are such good friends, even though we don't like any of the same stuff. Okay, the Miami Heat, a chance to play into the tournament. There were 8 games under 500 ball. 8 games. You shouldn't be allowed to get in the playoffs. You shouldn't be in the playoffs. I get, and here's both sides of that coin. I get the play-in tournament because when you look at the Western Conference, the top 8 teams were all within a game, right? So I can see, hey, you don't want to eliminate 2 teams because of 1 game they're out, so we do this. I could see it.
Eliminate them on a tiebreaker, yeah.
But on the other side of this conference, the best team, number 7, after 82 games, 41-41. They didn't do anything to deserve to be in a playoff spot. I say you have the playoffs if you set it up. If you're over 500, you can play in. If you make up a rule that are not wasting our time hoping a Miami Heat at 8 under can take a spot.
Yeah. No, that is interesting because you've got a really strong Western Conference, and then the East is kind of, you've got some teams underwater there. And that's, I think there are probably more teams in the West that have a shot at the title.
Yeah.
But here's the thing now, right? Because the conferences are so imbalanced, whoever comes out of the West, they might be so beat up, after going through Denver and Golden State, and the Wolves are physical, and Oklahoma City. I mean, you could have a team come out of there with the best record and the gauntlet, and then lose to Cleveland or Boston because they just got decimated. Right? It's going to be just crazy.
God love you, Paul. I do. I mean this. God love you. No one's getting tired in this tournament. Now, I will give it to you. The tournament starts on Saturday, and you and I will be having Thanksgiving dinner watching the finals because that's how long.
Thanksgiving is here already. Okay.
That's how long this takes. But here's why. So we won on Sunday to get in, right? We now will play on Saturday. Nice week off. Get the legs fresh. Love it. We'll play on Tuesday. Then we won't play again till Friday. Paul, if this was Major League Baseball, you only need a starting pitcher because he gets 3 to 5 days off in between starts.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like play every other day. Every other day.
And even you could have a back-to-back in some of these because we play back-to-backs in the regular season. Keep the schedule going, and I get it. Oh, then everybody can't watch every game. Who doesn't have the TV and TV crap if you want it?
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you. And now the NBA Finals will go till July 4th. So you're not wrong. That's just too long.
Yeah, it's 4th of July. We'll have hot dogs watching the finals in basketball. It's like, I don't see people getting worn out. I get your point. The West is much more combative. They'll have many more games. But even look at these 2 terrible games it takes to get in on the East. They're every other day now, every other day. And now you'll play on tonight, Friday, and you will then have to play the Cleveland Cavaliers on Sunday. And every other thing, you play 3 extra games. You're already the worst flipping team in the thing. Cavalier will walk on you. They will beat you up.
Yeah. No, I don't like it. And this is where it's TV's running the whole thing, Al. I mean, that's all. It's all about getting a team on TV, and it's like you get 3 days off because we're going to put you on TV on Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't like it. But it's the money. Follow the money. That's
absolutely. Yeah, that's just as far as being tired. I think you could actually get a hip replacement, get it in, and still not miss more than 1 game.
And do all your rehab. Yeah. I think you're probably right. Exactly. Here's my question: Wolves at Lakers, 9:00, 9:30 starts. Is Al
No.
the morning radio guy?
No,
able to stay
I-
up?
That
No?
that ticks me off so bad. No, that is going to be horrible. And then back to, because it's a TV thing, but as much as Al won't join at 9:30 start time, because I might watch first half, I'm going, no one on the East Coast, you're getting rid of New York, you're getting rid of Florida, you're getting rid of some pretty darn big markets that are not waiting up until, what would it be, 11 o'clock there to, no,
Yeah.
they're not.
Yeah, to start the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's all about LA, baby. We got to go to
I
break.
know.
We'll be back.
Right.
We'll talk the actual setups, who's who, and who's playing where. We'll do it with Minnesota Sports Live for Paulie next.
If it's your turn to host a game, Grandpa's Barbecue suggests you try something different. Put out the perfect barbecue flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. Add it to your ribs, dip the meatballs, or drench your wings in the original flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. It isn't too hot or spicy, fruity or smoky or whatever. Grandpa's Barbecue. Available in select stores and online at grandpasbarbecueshop.com.
Do you have a closet full of old videos, photos, slides, or films? Regain that space and preserve those memories for future generations. Visit archivinglifemedia.com or call 952-829-8018. See how safe and simple it is to digitize all your media. Gain peace of mind knowing that all those important memories will be saved and can be seen and shared again. Do it today. Check out archivinglifemedia.com or give them a call, 952-829-8018.
Don't need to ask him his opinion more than once. Al Travis on the Al Travis Show.
Love having him on. It's Paul, Minnesota Sports Lifer. Paul, let's just talk the West Conference Final. Make sure we get this in. The Thunder will play either Memphis or Dallas. Memphis, that Ja Morant's got a twisted ankle. They'll decide whether he plays or not. He'll play. They got to win. But if he does and he's well, I think they win. But it's Thunder, right? I mean, Thunder 16 games ahead of everybody. Either one of these two teams in the regular season, they could wipe it in 4, right? I mean, what are your predictions on that?
Yeah, that's a big question right now. Is who trusts Oklahoma City? That was a gaudy record in the regular season. But the
It got
playoffs will
you.
be different. It's going to be a grinder. You're going to have to play more defense. You're going to have a half court game. So, is that something they can do? Yeah, I think they're really talented. But then, you can see a situation where, like say Morant does not play, Dallas gets through there. Dallas is no slouch. I mean, I know they traded Luka, but they got Anthony Davis back for him, and they got Klay Thompson, and I mean,
They would all.
they've got champions on their team. So look out. I mean, I think there'll be some upsets, and the question is whether OKC, can hold serve here. Do they get by a first round, and what they get knocked off in the second, and then does that open it up for and the Clippers are playing well, Al. I mean,
we're going to talk Clippers next. I completely agree.
hell yeah.
So I think a Thunder win it. They're young. Your biggest comment, I think, there is they don't have that guy who's been there, done that. You got Klay Thomas. You got Thompson. You got AD. Some of these guys have been there. This isn't going to scare them. That will be an interesting matchup. Let's go Nuggets and Clippers. Nuggets will have the best player on the court, but the Clippers, I watched them beat the Warriors in overtime last Sunday. And you got Kawhi Leonard. You got the bearded one.
Kawhi's playing well, and Harden. Yeah.
That is tough. I'm telling you, I'm taking the Clippers. I said it the last hour. I'm going to take the Clippers in 6.
Yeah, I
which is
take the
picking
Clippers
the
in that
underdog
too. And what is Denver? What's that organization doing? Where you take, you've got 2 years ago you won a championship and you finish in the top 4 and you fire your coach, toward the end of the season.
When you're in 4th
What
place
is
in the
going on
hardest
there?
of it, it's
Crazy. I think there's stuff going on there. I take Clippers too. So
all right, I like your style there, buddy. We're going to skip that one. Rockets and the Warriors. Back to now the Warriors, and I was not a Jimmy Buckets fan, but he turned that team around. They were hoping to be in the play-in, and they end up in 5th place or whatever it was, play-in, -7. I think they can beat the Rockets. I'm going to be the one upset here. I'm going Warriors, but it might take them 7.
I'm going to stick with Houston, and just because I love the way they play a really cool team basketball. They get points from all over the place, and it feels, like a deeper team to me. I mean, you don't have the star power that it's not Seth or Steph Curry and all of that. But, over time, especially if it goes long series, I'm going to take the Rockets on that.
All right, that's fair enough. And, of course, the matchup, and I was reading, I want to say it's ESPN. I read enough, I forget. But they're saying this is the matchup in the first round and maybe for this entire championship, the Lakers and the Timberwolves. Because you got Ant, who evidently, not just here in Minnesota, but he is a fan favorite ever. Kids love this guy. Then you got Luka. Then you got, the great one, whatever, LeBron. So you have 3 folks that themselves could carry a game as far as national attention, and you got 3 on the court at the same time. This could be one of those, except 9 o'clock start time. This is going to be a matchup. Yeah, Paulie, I hate to say this because I want to be a homer. I do.
Yeah.
But my reality, if I had to put my paycheck on it, I've got the Lakers taking it in 6. If it goes to 7, it's anybody's ball game. But I don't know. I don't think we stop Luka. And LeBron, it's his last chance, in my opinion. They set this Lakers team up to have this run. I got the Lakers in 6.
All right. Wolves in 7. Let's go.
Okay, see that? And if we got to the 7th game, I would probably change my mind because who knows?
Anthony Edwards does not shy away from these big moments. He's going to be on TV for, based on that schedule for 2 weeks in this series, right? So
see, good news, bad news. I don't know if they can cover for him anymore. He got the technical foul, then they wiped it off the book so he could play in the last game. NBA can't do that when it's on national TV. They give him a tech. His butt's going to sit down for a game, and that would alone lose us a game. He's got to be a heady Ant.
Yeah, but I think the Wolves they can get points from a lot of different places. They need to share the ball. We need points from DiVincenzo and Randall and Rudy. Make things hard down low for LeBron. He doesn't have to score a lot of points, but just make them work really, really hard and get into the Lakers' depth because I think we have better depth. And Naz Reid, X factor.
Yeah, there's a lot of X factors Minnesota has. The Lakers aren't as deep, nowhere near as deep. We got DiVincenzo coming off. He starts hitting threes. The whole game changes.
Yep.
It's going to be a great series. I get to watch half of it because of the timing, but that's okay. One last thing in the last minute. I don't want anybody to forget. Next Saturday, Hootenannies. Watch my favorite band, the main thing. Turn it up, right? 5:30, the Legion, the American Legion in Hastings. Don't want to forget.
There you go. Yeah, should be fun time.
All right. Always appreciate you, my friend. We didn't talk to Twins. They didn't play yesterday, so we didn't lose. It was almost a bonus thing.
Oh, my.
We'll talk.
Okay.
We got next week. That season's not anywhere near over. We'll have plenty of time to talk Twins. Fair enough?
All right. Yeah, sounds good.
He's Minnesota Sports Lifer on the Al Travis Show.